Old school is back. It is here. I've got to escape this ship that has just crashed. So, yeah, this is Turok. Big shout out to one of our awesome subscribers, Abdul, who did request the Turok games a good while ago now. So yeah, hope you're doing well, mate. But this is the PS3 version. You did suggest I try out PS3 or 360 version, so here we go on PS3. And it is a game that I don't know if I've played. I can't remember. I remember it being quite popular. I remember it selling. Well, yeah, I remember it selling by the bucket load. But anyway, you haven't missed much, guys. I thought we'd dive in after the cutscene and the game setup and all that kind of thing. So I got this running quite well on. I'm going to try and actually get the software's name correct for a change. RPS3, is that right? Because I'm always calling it RSPC3 or whatever it is I call it. Right, that's how you crouch. But yeah, you have to boot this game in default configuration mode, basically. You can't have any upscaling on and that kind of thing, which I did have on for the footy games. Right, got to get through the door. Pry door. I like how it goes to third person. Little cutscenes. That's cool. Yeah, if you try playing this with any settings added, or rather if you adjust any of your settings in the emulator, it will play, but there's like a weird green overlay over everything, and it just looks horrible. So yeah, play in default settings if you are interested in trying out Turok on the PS3. Or just play it on the PS3 if you've got a PS3 console. There you go. So let's see how this looks. Ooh, I think visually it's quite nice. It definitely looks like a PS3 360 era game, doesn't it? It's got that, like... I'm trying to think of the right way to describe what I mean here. Yeah, this looks nice, but washed out colours is what I was thinking, for the 360 era especially. And it was it was a visual choice, wasn't it? Or an artist's choice, or so it seemed at the time. Because going back to these games now, I always think, oh, this is washed out. Is there something wrong with my settings? And it's not. It's just how the games were. Well, not all of them, but a few of them. Quite a few of them. But anyway, back to this game. Yeah, so Turok.
That was a dinosaur.
There was a dinosaur. I was just getting to that. Yeah, it's a first-person shooter of sorts, isn't it? I think I have played this. There's stealthy bits as well, guys, I think. Which, yeah. Which does suggest I've played this. On 360 I would have played this. I think my brother Matt owned this. And I borrowed it from him. But anyway. Oh, look at that. That looks beautiful. The distance there. That looks really cool. So I've got some reviews open in front of me, as I usually refer to in these kind of videos. So I'll give you some reviews at some point later on in the video. Review scores.
There, see that smoke? I bet that's where the rest of the ship came down. That's where we want to go.
Okay.
Whiskey Company, come in. Anyone out there?
So yeah, if you are new to this game, you haven't played this game at all before, you know nothing about it, not much has happened, you haven't missed much. You start off on a ship, and your ship crashes. That's it. That's what has happened, and we've obviously crashed onto a planet.
I think I got some.
Oh, which has got those dinosaurs. Tell me your favourite dinosaur-themed games in the comments, guys. Because there are quite a few of them. Mine would probably be either Ark, Survival Evolved, just because I can't not say that game. I've poured an embarrassing amount of hours in that when it first released back in the day. Either that or Dino Crisis. Oh. So I'm not too sure what species that is. It's not a baby raptor, is it? Okay. Yeah, shooting. It feels okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this will be for the stealthy bits, I think. Yes. The flashback. There you go, that's how you stab. But yeah, this is running really well. Really well on the software, I have to say. I do like that. I know I said it earlier, I like how it transitions to third person, just to show you those little action-y cutscenes. That's cool. Okay. Music's cool. Good atmosphere. Yeah, I like this. Seems decent. I've increased the camera sensitivity, guys. Oh, so everything's a bit more snappier for me. It was a bit sluggish on the default sensitivity. I've got dudes shooting at me. Let's just run. I've got no bullets, I don't think. That is a good thing about this game, is the HUD. I don't like games with too much HUD going on, and there's just that little grenade counter at the bottom right there. Oh.
Oh, it's you. I'm guessing they're Kane's men.
Yeah, I've played this. I definitely have. It's all coming back to me. You follow this dude around for a while, I think.
Let's go get these guys.
Let's go get these guys. I'd love a remake of this. I say that about a lot of these games, but I really would. PS5, Series X and PC, come on developers, give us a remake of Turok. Because this had a multiplayer mode as well. I saw it in the front menu. I don't think I ever played this online.
Did you hear that?
But I love anything dinosaur related. Like when I was a kid, I was one of those boys who just loved dinosaurs and had dinosaur posters up in my room and that kind of thing. But I grew out of that when I was like 30. I still got my T-Rex poster up in the bathroom. Oh, randomness here on a Monday as I'm recording this. Good old Mondays. We all love Mondays, don't we? I actually don't mind them. Anyway, let's get back to talking about the game. I don't know what I'm on about. You can jump in this, but I think there's some points of no return, or rather there'll be places where you jump down and you can't go back on yourself at all, if that makes any sense whatsoever, as I take out the militia dudes. I'm not too sure what faction they're part of or why we are in conflict. I'm not sure on the whole story here, on the lore yet, but I'm sure it will be revealed at some point in the game. This is really good. But with that said, what do reviews say? Oh, it's a T-Rex! There you go. Speaking about the T-Rex poster in my bathroom, there he is. Oh, he's going to do all the work for me. He's a good lad, that T-Rex. I don't really want to shoot these dinosaurs, I have to say. I feel bad. Yeah, it didn't get good scores. It didn't get bad scores, but it got like a 6 out of 10 at Eurogamer, a 6 out of 10 at GameSpot, 7.3 out of 10 at IGN. This version currently sits at 67 out of 100 at Metacritic. And apparently the best version to play is 360. Out of the 3 platforms, PC, PS3, and 360, the Xbox version is apparently the best version, which kind of surprises me. I was toying with the idea of finding this on PC, but I couldn't, so here we are on PS3, and I think it looks decent, doesn't it?
Come on, we have to find the main crash site.
Is that Ron Perlman's voice? The dude I'm following. It really does sound like Ron Perlman. That's gonna annoy me now. God, it sounds like him so much.
Which way now, smart guy?
Oh, I don't know, actually. Which way now, smart guy?
I'm gonna go check out that wreckage.
He's definitely a real voice actor, though. Like, when I say real, like an established person, well, I'm pretty sure he is. He's not generic, like, meathead army man. He's actually, the voice acting in this is actually pretty good. Yeah, I like this a lot. I would have been all over this back in the day. Well, I kind of was, because I borrowed it. But like I say, I didn't buy this game. And I would have, I think, if my brother didn't own it. My brother buys every game, so it's like I used to save a lot of money. So thanks, Matt. Big shout out to Matt. You want some of this? Did you hear that? Okay. Oh, I'm not good with the aiming in this at all. It's because, and I'm going to make an excuse here. It's because I'm so used to 60 frames per second now. That I find 30 frames per second just rough. And my aiming's always all over the place because of it. That's why I always increase the camera sensitivity on the 30 FPS games. I do it with Breath of the Wild. Or I did it with Breath of the Wild as well. I increased the camera sensitivity really high in that, so it felt a bit smoother to me. But yeah, this is decent. I like this a lot, I've got to say. I don't know why it got the 6s out of 10s. Maybe it's just a bit too generic for some people. I mean, yeah, I could see that being a thing.
I could have taken you out and no one would have known. They'd have chalked it up to friendly fire. Nah, scratch that. You're no friend.
Nah, that's not Ron Perlman.
If I was a traitor, you'd already be dead.
If you're not a traitor, then why'd you abandon your unit in Colombia?
You weren't there. You wouldn't understand.
My brother was there. Yeah, that's right. Robert Slade. Ring a bell? He died on that mission. Not like you. You turned and ran.
Your beef should be with Kane. He's the reason your brother's dead.
My beef.
My guy looks a little bit like Far Cry. He looks like Far Cry the game. Uh-oh. Yeah, the Turok protagonist looks a bit like Vaz from Far Cry 3, doesn't he? Well, I think he does, anyway. Okay. I'm not sure, actually, on the gunplay in this. It all feels a little bit... Oh, it's hard to think of the word. It doesn't feel satisfying enough to me. Like, it's not a big thing. It's not like a game breaker or anything. It's just I've played a lot of single-player first-person shooters with far more satisfying shooting mechanic than this. Oh... But yeah, I like this. I've got to say, I would happily play this to completion. What I would say as well, though, is these environments with this washed out kind of colour palette, after a while, if the entire game is set here, which I'm assuming it's going to be with dinosaurs, unless there's some sort of science experiment going on, which has created the dinosaurs, and then like you've got some end game base underground or something, but... Yeah, it could get a bit repetitive on or in this environment after, like, 10, 12 hours of gameplay. I'm not too sure how long the campaign is in this. Like I said earlier, there's the multiplayer to think about or consider as well. So I wonder what that was like. I mean, obviously, I can't fire up multiplayer because the servers would have been taken down many years ago. Feels like I've just been finding the crash site. It feels like that's been my objective now for, like, forever.
I see one over there.
Atmosphere, though. I did touch on this earlier, but the atmosphere and the whole general ambience and stuff it's really good. But yeah, it's a quick look at Turok, guys. I think it's going to be a lot of this. Let me know in the replies if you played this. Does this game open up a lot as it can, as it progresses? Have we got an underground science base, research labs? You know what I mean. Look out for more content coming to the channel. We've got loads planned. Thanks for the request, Abdul. It's appreciated. I'm just walking around in circles. Look at this. I'll speak to you all soon. Take care.
Slade is in town. Out of my way.